Joining me is Ydgren from the RIB. Now Nick, you've been in charge with the recent RIB Kennel Audits. Can you tell us a little bit about how this process works?
Sure. So the trainer can expect to receive some notification from us in the week leading up to a planned audit, and there's a lot of information in that email around the welfare standards and what we require from them on the day of the audit. And I think it would be really useful for the trainers to have a good look through that documentation and just familiarise themselves with the welfare standards and just make sure that they know what we are looking for when we turn up and do an audit. There's a copy of the treatment records, for example, which can be very helpful if stuff like that is present when we do turn up.
And Nick, speaking of things that you're looking for, you have now done several dozen audits around the country. What are some of the main areas of compliance that people should be focusing on?
There's been a lot of compliance in the trainers. What we're seeing is some fantastic facilities where they keep them in excellent condition. There's a lot of attention given clearly to the safety of the animals and the safety of the people. There's a lot of fire extinguishers and smoke alarms, for example, which goes to show that people are thinking a lot about that, which is great. Vaccinations are really good now with race dogs. People are ensuring that their dogs are registered with councils, and just a really good standard of facility that we're seeing, which is great.
And Nick, finally, for people who might be a little bit apprehensive about having the RIB turn up, have you got some words of wisdom or some reassuring words for our LPs?
Yeah, I understand the audit process can be reasonably confronting. I think a really good piece of advice for them is just to make sure they know the standards, have a good read through. Everything that we are going to check on the day is in those standards, so if they have a good knowledge of those initially, then there's no surprises. We're fully committed to working with the trainers to make sure that we can help them lift the standard across the board, and that's what this exercise is all about. And there might be some standards in there that people are concerned about, but nothing's unattainable, and we're seeing some really, really good buy-in from the trainers and engagement following the audits when they receive their reports about they're putting in a lot of work and taking this very seriously, which is fantastic, to make sure that those action items are all closed out. And just communicate with us. We're here to help as much as we need to, and as I'm sure the staff here at GRNZ are. So it's not to be feared. It's a process that I think should be embraced, and we're seeing a lot of that, which is great.